Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. How you guys doing? Welcome to St. Maarten. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I'm happy to have you guys here with us today. My name is Verma. I'll be your tour guide for the duration of the day. And our wonderful driver today is Otis, everybody. I'm gonna show you my face, so in case you gotta look for me later on. So I'm your tour guide. Yes, I have the biggest butt, okay? Out of all the tour guides. So if you don't remember Velma, just look for the butt. All right. So I'm gonna take a seat now, okay? All right. So my first timers, welcome aboard. Our island of St. Maarten is 37 square miles. It's half Dutch, half French. We will be remaining on the Dutch side throughout the day today. The port that you just disembarked is called the AC Dr. Rotti Pier, and it was built in the year 2001 after our last one was destroyed by Hurricane Lewis in 1995. St. Maarten was hit once again by Hurricane Irma in 2017, which was a Super Cat 5 hurricane, which also destroyed our island again at 95% damage. But thank God for His mercy, we are here. Once there's hope, once there's life, there's hope. Yes? So we are here, and we are happy that you are here with us today on St. Maarten. On the way back from the plane spotting today, we will be giving you guys the shoppers an option if you like to go into town for shopping or just for sightseeing or to enjoy the beach downtown. Yes, there is a beach downtown, just in case you're still feeling a little bit hot or you want to do some shopping, you want to hang out by the bars. Downtown is located over there to your left hand side. So everybody look to your left hand side behind the boatyard, that's downtown. So we give you the option if you want to stop down there. If you decide to do that, on the way back you'll be on your own to take a taxi back from downtown. The taxis, land taxis are $3 a person. The water taxis are $5 a person, which goes every 10 minutes. The water taxis are there. You don't have to worry, look for them. They're right there shouting back to the ship, back to the ship. Or you can walk right back here on the side of the road, just 20 minutes walking distance, all free of charge. If you don't want to stay downtown, there is shopping at the port. You can remain on board the bus and we take you directly back to the port where you can do your shopping. So that's on the return journey over from the plane spotting down at the airport today. As you keep your attention to the left hand side, this is the entrance to the downtown shopping, and there you can see the Amsterdam cheese and liquor store where you could get your Dutch cheese and the island liqueur of St. Maarten, which is the guava berry. So right here, this is the entrance. You can see the colorful building there to your left. That's the entrance, that's Front Street, and the bus will be stopping right here to let off anyone. When you see that mini bus, the bus is going to stop right there to let off anyone who would like to go in the shopping downtown on the journey over back from the airport. So we are now driving through the capital. This is Phillipsburg. This is my hometown. This is where I was born and raised, right here. And you'll see an orange house belongs to my great-grandmother. This is 6 generations of my family right here. And growing up here as a child, all the buildings to the left-hand side, there was not there. That used to be my playground. So all those buildings there to the left, they were not there. There was a big old field there, and there was a big old ship washed up there from Hurricane Donna in 1960. And I used to use the ship as my dolly house and my restroom too sometimes. Shh, don't tell anyone. Having 4 brothers, all the buildings to your right, they were not there. They came in 2012. Me and my brothers, in the summertime, we'll hike up the hilltop there with the rest of the neighbors, and we'll have picnic at the top of the hill. And when we are too tired to come back down, we'll just take our cardboard boxes and just roll down the hill. When my mom was growing up, all here used to be water. So all here that we are driving now used to be water. What they did was filled in over 500 acres of the body of water, which is located to your right-hand side behind the trees. They filled in over 500 acres of the body of water with hillside, seashells, and sand to add 2 more streets to the outskirts of Phillipsburg. Phillipsburg used to be just a narrow sandbank. Oh, so guys, you can see our flags are flying. Today's flag day for St. Maarten. Yes, so they're flying our flag. that was drawn up in 1985. So today's Flag Day. This is the first time I see that doing that, Otis. Here, okay. Here on the roundabout, we have some monuments. To your right, a green rooftop, that's our government building to your right. And over there you could find our university. On the roundabout that you just passed are the monuments of the salt pickers, because the body of water that's on your right hand side behind the trees, that is known as the Great Salt Pond. It is the largest salt pond that we have here on St. Maarten, and salt picking was our main industry here in the olden days. This beautiful tree here to your right with the red flowers, that's our national tree of the island. That's a Flamboyant tree. You will be seeing it throughout the island. It comes in bright red, orange, and yellow and white, but we do not have the white anymore. Many of them was destroyed in our hurricane that we had here in 1983, Hurricane Gonzalo. Many of them got damaged, and it took quite a while to grow back. So the salt pond was our main industry here in St. Maarten. What would happen in the summertime, the sun will naturally evaporate the salt water out of the salt pond, leaving clumps of crystallized salt at the bottom, and then they would go inside with their pickaxe, shovels, and rakes to start picking the salt. St. Maarten used to export over 60,000 bushels of salt per year to Europe and in neighboring Caribbean islands. The salt was used as a food preservative back then in the olden days, because we did not always have refrigerators. The first refrigerator was invented in 1876. That's what Mr. Google said, so I'll have to go ahead with Mr. Google. So St. Maarten's first name had named Soliga, and that was named by the Awaks. And if you look right here to your left hand side on this building, you're going to see Soliga Guest House. So that was our name that the Awak Indians, our first inhabitants that live here, that was the name that they gave the island, Soliga. But when Christopher Columbus arrived down here on his second voyage in the year 1492, Christopher Columbus, he renamed our island St. Maarten after a priest in Spain, a bishop, and that's how we got the name St. Maarten on the map. Now St. Maarten is spelled two different ways. On the French side, they spell it St. Martin, and that is spelled S-T-M-1-A-R-T-I-N. And on the Dutch side, they spell it in Dutch, St. Maarten, and it's spelled S-T-M-A-A-R-T-E-N, St. Maarten. Whichever you want to pronounce it or spell it, we're still known as St. Martiners and not Martians. Alright, so St. Maarten was a hub for trade in the olden days. Besides picking salt, we also used to grow sugar, coffee, cotton, tobacco, and indigo here on the island. The French and the Dutch, they used to import the slaves from Africa to work on all the plantations that we had here. But in the year 1819, St. Maarten was hit by a very big hurricane that lasted 24 hours, and that destroyed all of our plantations. And because of the lack of rain and poor soil, many of those plantations suffered, and then slavery was then finally abolished on both sides of the islands in the year 1863. The island then sank into an economic depression that lasted until 1939. The slave masters, they returned back home to the homelands, and the slaves that had freedom papers, they went abroad to the neighboring islands looking for work. The rest of the slaves that survived here doing agriculture and fishery. It was not until the early 1950s that St. Maarten became the only duty-free port here in the Caribbean islands, which opened tourism as our main industry here on St. Maarten. So thank you, everybody. Give yourself a round of applause. We thank you so much. We appreciate you guys coming down to St. Maarten. Come on, guys. Give yourself a round of applause. We thank you so much for coming down to our island of St. Maarten. So as tourism was introduced to the island, booming of construction then started here very rapidly with many hotels, timeshares, and private villas. And then the St. Martiners started to return back home, and many guest workers from the neighboring Caribbean islands started to come down to St. Maarten looking for work as well. At this present moment, St. Maarten have over 120 different nationalities that live here on the island, and our population has grown to over 90,000 people. Our official languages, Dutch is first start on the Dutch side, French is first start on the French side, but English is our mother tongue. That's what we speak at home and communicate with many of our guests. Many folks are bilingual here on the island of St. Martin. Many folks can speak 2 or more different languages. Our currency, our official currency for the island is the Antillean guilders for the Dutch side, and the euros is the official currency for the French side. The US dollars widely spent on both sides of the island, and you will receive your change back in US dollars. All major credit cards is accepted, but if you're taking a taxi, it's always cash, so your ship card only works on the ship. Not any particular. So here on St. Martin we have 36 lovely beaches for you folks to enjoy. They are public beaches. You do not have to pay to go at any one of our beaches. And here to your left hand side you can see some red rooftops. That is DB Resort. That is one of our 5-star resorts. And that was the first hotel that was built in 1955 here on St. Martin. We have over 40 hotels for your accommodations whenever you guys come on back down here. So you